Yo, what's going on guys? Arekkz here, welcome back to another Destiny video. And in today's video, I want to speak about this. Quick bit of news. Yesterday, Christopher Barrett, who is the game director at Bungie, put out this tweet that said, wouldn't it be cool if class items were affected by shaders again in Rise of Iron? We thought so too. And of course, there is this attached picture, which you can clearly see. On the left has the Hunter with the Trials of Osiris cloak, and on the right has the Hunter with the Dust Walker cloak, a Year 1 cloak. So there are actually two interesting bits of information that we can glean from this image. The first being that class items will be affected by shaders, and the second is to do with the Year 1 class items. So if you do enjoy this video, then a like would be super appreciated, and comment down below and let me know your thoughts. Now, what I want to talk about here is quite obviously, if you guys have been playing Destiny since Year 1, you'll know that in Year 1, class items, especially cloaks for hunters, they were probably the most striking ones, but generally speaking, class items would, for the most part, abide by your shader. If you put on a red shader, it would colour accordingly. If you put on a pink shader, a black shader, a white shader, you get the idea. Class items in Year 1 used to be really cool because they would abide by shaders. Then Year 2 came out and for some reason they stopped doing it. I don't know why, whether it was some sort of time restraint, whether there was some other reason. The point is, in Year 2, if you put on a shader and you're wearing a Year 2 class item, especially cloaks for hunters, they do not change colour. For example, I wear Taniks's cloak. It is my favourite cloak, and I actually have to choose my shader so that it can try and complement the cloak because the cloak itself won't change. However, in Rise of Iron, that's all going to change. As you can see on the left, the Hunter is wearing the Trials of Osiris cloak, which of course is normally either black and gold or gold and gold, depending on which one you have, and that, of course, now is red and gold, which is a colour we've never seen before, which of course implies that the shader is changing the colour. And the other one is the Dustwalker one. Now the Dustwalker one's interesting because Year 1 class items, for the most part, always changed anyway, so seeing the Dustwalker cloak in blue isn't actually new, but this could be here for one of two reasons. It could just be that they're showing the Dustwalker cloak alongside the Trials of Osiris cloak to sort of say, here's Year 1 versus Year 2, and just sort of showing that in Rise of Iron the Year 2 cloaks and any new cloaks will of course abide by that, or it could instead be a hint to indicate that Year 1 cloaks may actually be applicable again in Year 2. If you guys have got any cloaks or any items or any class items that you're particularly fond of from Year 1, then you'll know that when Year 2 came out, unfortunately you couldn't bring them up to the respective light level, so that meant you had to leave them behind. I've got loads of cool cloaks in my vault that I would love to bring back, but I just can't wear them because of course they aren't relevant light, which means that would therefore bring down my light level. So if Year 1 cloaks are going to return and you're then able to infuse them up to Year 2 or Rise of Iron, then of course that's going to be pretty cool because that's going to open up a whole new selection of things for people to use, or at least a whole existing selection of things for people to use on top of any of the new stuff they had in Rise of Iron. But if the Dustwalker cloak's placement in this image was simply to show Year 1 versus Year 2, then it could well be that we're getting excited over nothing. So for the time being, until they actively say Year 1 cloaks are going to be relevant in Rise of Iron again, then do of course take that with a pinch of salt, but it is still interesting to see both of those cloaks in this image. Either way, for someone like me, and I'm sure a lot of you guys out there that like to make your Guardian look as cool as possible, this is really cool news because finally it means we don't actually have to either walk around with mismatching stuff, or it means you can of course have some slightly more outlandish colour schemes now that things match. I personally can't wait to see what happens when I colour Taniks's cloak. I'm thinking Taniks's cloak in black is going to look really cool, but that is pretty much it. So just a quick bit of information today, but that was tweeted out yesterday night, so I want to bring that to you guys as soon as possible. So hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Let me know your thoughts down below. Also, let me know down below, assuming for a second that you could bring back any class item from Year 1, what class item are you most excited to try and use again? But for the time being, thank you for watching, take it easy, catch you next time, peace out.